You're at the boardwalk. You've just spent $15 on a gourmet burger. You look away for 1 second to check a notification. And suddenly, there's a rush of white wings and a sharp clack of a beak. Your lunch is gone. To you, it's a ruined afternoon and a reason to hate sky rats. But to the seagull, this was the culmination of 20 minutes of surveillance, a calculated risk-reward analysis, and a perfectly executed aerodynamic maneuver. We dismiss them as pests, but the truth is far more intimidating. The seagull is one of the most intelligent, adaptable, and biologically advanced predators on Earth. We haven't been living with them. They've been outsmarting us for centuries. While most bird species are specialists, needing specific trees, specific insects, or specific climates, the seagull is the ultimate generalist. They are biological Swiss Army knives. In the world of biology, being a specialist is a high-risk gamble. If your specific food source disappears, you go extinct. But the seagull has opted for a different path: phenotypic plasticity. This is the ability to change behavior and even physiology rapidly to suit a new environment. Most animals are restricted to one niche, but gulls have conquered three: the open ocean, the rugged wilderness, and the concrete jungle. They are one of the few species on the planet whose population is actually growing in the face of massive urbanization. They treat our architecture like artificial cliffs, safe from ground-dwelling predators, and they treat our waste as a limitless, high-calorie buffet. They aren't just adapting to us. They are using our infrastructure as a massive evolutionary shortcut. To understand their dominance, we have to look at their hardware. First, there's the salt problem. For most land animals, seawater is a poison. Drinking it would lead to hypernatremia, a condition where the body's cells shrivel as the kidneys fail to process the excess sodium. But seagulls have evolved a workaround that is a marvel of bioengineering. Tucked away in small grooves just above their eye sockets are specialized supraorbital glands. These glands act like a high-efficiency desalination plant. They strip salt ions out of the bloodstream and concentrate them into a hypersalty brine. This fluid is then channeled down to their nostrils and literally sneezed or dripped out of the beak. This allows a gull to survive for months at the center of the ocean without ever needing a drop of fresh water. This single biological upgrade effectively opens up 70% of the Earth's surface to them as a habitable zone. While other birds are tied to inland lakes, the seagull claims the entire horizon. Then there's the flight. Seagulls possess high aspect ratio wings, long, thin, and pointed. This design is the gold standard for long-distance efficiency. They are masters of dynamic soaring, a technique used by albatrosses and high-end gliders. They harvest energy from the different wind speeds at various altitudes. By dipping and rising through these layers, they gain momentum without flapping a single muscle. In urban environments, they've adapted this to thermal soaring. They use the heat rising from asphalt parking lots and concrete buildings to spirally climb into the sky, then glide for miles to find their next target. This efficiency is why you'll see them following fishing boats for days across the Atlantic without appearing tired. They have turned the wind and the sun into a free fuel source, allowing them to patrol massive territories with minimal caloric cost. We often see their bold behavior as mindless, but gulls are elite problem solvers. Consider the gravity strategy. In coastal regions, gulls will pick up hard-shelled mollusks or crabs, but they aren't just dropping them anywhere. Researchers have observed gulls specifically seeking out asphalt roads or flat rocks while ignoring soft sand. They are intuitively calculating the relationship between height, gravity, and structural integrity. And then there's the rain dance. By rapidly drumming their feet on the ground, they create a specific frequency of vibration. This mimics the sound of falling rain or the movements of approaching moles. This triggers a flight response in earthworms who crawl to the surface to avoid drowning, straight into the waiting beak of the gull. This isn't just instinct. It's a sophisticated hunting hack that demonstrates an understanding of cause and effect that rivals many primates. Perhaps the most unsettling thing about seagulls is their ability to read us. Recent psychological studies have proven that seagulls monitor human eye contact. In gaze aversion experiments, researchers found that if a human stared directly at a seagull, the bird would take significantly longer to approach a food source, or wouldn't approach at all. They know that the eyes mean the predator is aware. They also utilize stimulus enhancement. Gulls are more likely to peck at a specific object if they have seen a human touch it first. They've essentially learned that humans are expert quality control officers. In their mind, if a human is holding it, it's high-calorie, non-toxic, and delicious. They aren't just looking for food, they are looking for your food because they've learned to trust our taste more than their own instincts. They are essentially eavesdropping on our culture to figure out what's for dinner. Seagulls are not the solitary looters they appear to be. They live in highly structured social hierarchies. They have a complex vocabulary of calls: the long call to announce territory, the choke call for nesting, and the alarm call that can coordinate an entire colony to dive bomb a predator. They also possess individual recognition. They know which gulls in their colony are reliable and which ones are cheaters who steal from their own kind. This memory allows for a form of communal logic. If a scout gull finds a massive school of fish, it often alerts the colony. While sharing seems like a loss, the gull knows that a large group provides dilution of risk. If a hawk attacks the group, any one individual is less likely to be the target. It's a sophisticated social contract built on survival math. This intelligence has led to an escalating conflict with humans. In many countries, seagulls are protected by law, making it illegal to harm them or remove their nests. This creates a bizarre scenario where birds can effectively evict humans from their own balconies. Their ability to thrive in our space has forced us to reconsider our relationship with wild nature. Are they pests, or are they a successful neighbor? We build spikes, we use sonic deterrents, and we hire falconers. And yet, the gulls almost always find a workaround. They've been seen using our own deterrent spikes as nesting anchors, proving that our anti-bird technology is often just another resource for them to exploit. We are currently living in the Anthropocene, the era where human activity is the dominant influence on the planet. For most species, this is a death sentence, but for the seagull, it's an opportunity. They have transitioned from the cliffs of the prehistoric world to the rooftops of the modern world with seamless ease. They have turned our cities into their own personal playgrounds. They are a testament to the sheer power of evolutionary resilience. They aren't trash birds. They are the ultimate survivors, a biological masterpiece that has found a way to win in a world we thought we controlled.